Hello, it's Ellie from Eurogamer here with my top tips for playing Candy Crush. And I was wondering about you, but since I started playing this game, it's all gone a bit Zamo from Grange Hill, really. You will often find me crumpled in a toilet cubicle, clutching an iPad and gently weeping. So yeah, it's a great game, and I've learned a few things about it over the months I've been playing, and I thought I'd share them with you now. So this is kind of for newer players, I suppose. It's stuff that I wish I'd known earlier on, really.
Delicious.
So tip number one, always be closing. Don't worry, I'm not going to do an Alec Baldwin impression. I'm sure we're all relieved. But yeah, basically you should always, you know, have the objective of the level in mind. Don't just match stuff at random. You know, this isn't Bejeweled. You know, that's like playing chess by accusing Colonel Mustard of doing it in the library with the lead piping. You've got to focus on your goal and also try and focus on setting up combos wherever possible.
Sweet.
Okay, tip number two, avoid choc blockers. Now if there's chocolate on the board, getting rid of it should be your top priority, because once that stuff starts spawning, it's it's really no good at all. You want to get rid of it. Unless, of course, there are bombs. If there are bombs, that's the exception to the choc blocker rule. If there are bombs, then deal with the bombs first. Which is a good general rule for life, actually. Tip number three, don't believe the hype. Candy Crush lies to you, right? So if you hesitate too long before you do a move, then three of the sweets will just sort of start gently pulsating, as if to say, just match these ones. Come on, it's fine, these will do, just match it. Don't do it, it's a lie. It's never necessarily the most strategically sensible thing to do. So just resist the temptation to do that. Although if you're playing Candy Crush, you're obviously not very good at resisting temptation anyway, so good luck with that.
Tasty.
Tip number four, avoid corners. Now this is particularly for the levels where you have to drop like the hazelnut and the cherries down to the bottom of the screen. Don't let those items get into the corners of the board, because it's very difficult to get them out again, and then it's very difficult to drop them. And the same goes for jelly, actually. If you're on a jelly level, try and deal with the jelly that might be trapped in the corners first, because if you leave it to the end, you can get really stuck. Okay, final tip is to cheat, sort of. So, ostensibly you start out Candy Crush with 5 lives, right? And once they're gone, you either have to buy new ones or annoy people on Facebook and stuff like that. But in fact, if you switch, so if you use up your iPad 5 lives, you can then switch to the iPhone and you get another 5 lives. And then you can switch to the PC and then you get another 5 Facebook lives. So really, you've got 15 lives to start off with, if you're willing to muck about and switch between platforms. And if you are addicted to Candy Crush, you probably will be willing to go to any lengths to do that. You're probably out in the streets asking tramps if they can spare a life. So anyway, so there we are. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my top tips. I hope you've enjoyed Candy Crush as much as I have, and aren't finding that it's soullessly destroying your whole life. All right, bye.